I'm back. Hey, my drone buddy. Welcome to a new episode. So we got a dull gray day today. Skies look like a wet, soggy diaper. And that's absolutely perfect. You're about to find out why. So why are we so hooked on these crazy little drones? I mean, we're grown-ass men. Why can we not get enough of them? My drone has brought me literally around the world. Such incredible adventures with these little flying cameras. But I tell you, and I mean this in all honesty, I truly had just as much fun filming this local gas station as I did filming on that volcano and all those beautiful exotic locations. This gas station scene was a creative drone challenge episode where I picked 3 boring local shots and I had to really push myself to make great photographs. So shooting this normal drive-by gas station, I had so much fun doing all the planning of the shots, the trial and error, the editing, the reshoots. This is such an important point right here. We need to remember this. When we have a scene that is drop dead gorgeous, like a volcano or a tropical sunset or a 71 Plymouth Cuda with a 426 Hemi in plum crazy purple, whatever the beautiful scene is, we just put the subject in the center of the frame, we hit record, and we try not to hit anything. That's it. And the footage is sick. And we're so proud of ourselves, like we're some kind of gifted cinematographer. Bitch, you just hit the record button. Mother Nature did all the hard work. It's true. Here's the important point. The more beautiful the subject is in our scene, the more lazy we become with our cinematography fundamentals, like framing and subject isolation and depth of field and storytelling and so on. But when we challenge ourselves, like in my gas station challenge, now, if our cinematography fundamentals suck, our images are going to be a big steaming pile. But if we're constantly challenging ourselves with boring scenes, our skills will improve. It's exactly like exercise. Your muscles need resistance to grow and get stronger. Our cinematography skills need resistance to grow and get stronger. So if we're constantly filming gorgeous scenes, there's no resistance there. I think you smell what I'm cooking. So when the weather sucks and the sky is dull and gray, celebrate. Get excited, get your drone up out there and challenge your skills. That's when we're growing. Now here's the last thing I want to say on this. When you get home and you pop your footage into your computer and your editor and you start going through it, oh, and you see a boring gas station on a dull gray day, it's not very inspiring. So this is where we need to be really intentional. We need to really look for little signs of progress and things we can improve on. Like maybe in this shot, next time I'll try the rule of symmetry instead of the rule of thirds, that kind of thing. Oh, and by the way, I reopened my drone cinematography course. So it's about 5 hours long and I only spend about 15 minutes on settings and ND filters. Instead, I focus on the important little nuances of our incredible hobby. It's the tips and tricks that normal drone YouTube channels don't cover because they don't get the clicks and they don't get the watch time, so they don't cover them. But they really are important to the final results and the overall fulfillment and results of our hobby, because we have such a complicated hobby, right? And it can get very overwhelming at times. So the outline of this course, it'll really help you simplify and prioritize the workflow. You're not going to feel overwhelmed when you're flying. And now you can focus on your creativity, the fun stuff. Anyway, just a little plug for my online course that I really did put my heart into, and it will elevate the quality of your drone cinematography. So yeah, I'm relaunching my channel. I am back. Okay, so what have I been up to? Well, I spent the last several months building my dream custom Harley chopper. This is my forever bike. Man, I built the whole bike. I learned to rewire a bike from scratch. That was really interesting. Man, this thing is my heart. More about it on future episodes. Second, I'm still here in New York. I'm spending time with my folks. I'm the full-time caretaker for my mom, who's turning 89 soon, and my dad, who's currently in the grips of dementia. So I put my career on hold and I'm caring for them. Now, before this, I was a nomadic filmmaker. I was traveling to underdeveloped countries, volunteering and filming for charities. I never felt so alive with adventure and purpose. That is what I'm put on this earth to do. But that's been put on hold for a while as I care for my folks. So I'm turning 54 in several weeks. I want to mention 4 things which have seemed to kind of bubble up to the surface of importance for me as I've gotten older, and maybe you've noticed these as well. So these 4 things are control over thinking, cultivating optimism, pushing creativity, and seeking community. So the first thing I'll say is, oh boy, midlife is the undisputed champion of overthinking. I mean, bloody hell. I truly realize why all of the ancient wisdoms teach a form of meditation. Just being present in nature, it really does shut off or greatly reduce this tidal wave of thoughts and emotions and overthinking all throughout the day. So getting control of that monkey mind, they call it, calming it down, man, that is truly step 1 in midlife. Now, once we get control of this overactive thoughts and emotions, well, now we can sculpt our life, our direction, our attention, what we want to create, what we want to accomplish in life. So number 2 here is cultivating optimism. Optimism is absolutely foundational. You know, I noticed something fascinating like maybe 10-15 years ago. So I was living in New York City for 25 years and I traveled all around the world, and I've met astonishing people. And I discovered something. The most accomplished, the most interesting people, the people you're the most drawn to, they all have one thing in common. They all have the highest levels of optimism. You just want to be around them. They're magnetic. That is the underlying turnkey trait. It's optimism. Now, baked in with optimism is curiosity, childlike wonder. There's like a confidence and also a resilience in life. Yep, optimism is what we all want. And I very intentionally paired it with the word cultivating, because we have to very intentionally limit our exposure to negative daily news, negative thoughts, negative people. We must constantly throughout the day generate gratitude, curiosity, wonder. Like, those things are all baked in ingredients that foster optimism. Now, I've always naturally been very optimistic, and boy, I tell you, after a few decades of exposure to the real world, it really does chip away at that optimism. Life will extinguish your optimism if you don't manually, intentionally, actively cultivate it every day with meditation and seeking moments of joy and gratitude. That's what really does every day. You're limiting the negative and you're also intentionally cultivating optimism. So important. Third, pushing creativity. You know, I noticed, we all notice, right? Life can really slip by if we're just purely focused on getting things done. You know, that checklist of things we got to do today and this week with work and family and so on. Expressing ourselves creatively, it's not actually a necessity for survival in life. You know, you got food, shelter, got to pay the bills, take out the trash. But once we get control of the overthinking mind and we've cultivated optimism, now in midlife, we've got a little bit of extra time to ourselves. We can now push ourselves to express ourselves creatively. Painting, photography, gardening, music, anything. Don't let life slip away without purposefully carving out time daily for our creative expression. And for you and I, man, these drones, there's just something liberating and creative about putting our cameras up in the sky and finding creative ways to document this beautiful world we live in and our daily lives. Now lastly, seeking community. Yeah, you know, we hit our 40s, 50s, 60s, and it just gets too easy for us to spend a bit too much time alone. It just kind of gets easier for us to go about our day doing our thing, and it's great, but it's important for us to remember that humans are social animals. We've evolved over millions of years to be members of a tribe, a community, an extended family, a little town. It's another one of those little things that it can just slip away in midlife if we don't actively attend to it daily. Man, nothing beats that warm feeling in our soul when we connect with someone new on a real human level. It's foundational like nothing else. Wow, you're still watching after all that. Wow, okay. Well, it's good to be back. And if you'd like to support the channel here, I'd be wildly grateful. Just click on the link down in the description and you'll learn more about the membership community that you can join. So this is going to be my new format moving forward with episodes, some drone cinematography tutorials, and then just kind of a little talk about midlife and creativity and being human. Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.